we are live with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Looking forward to getting on and getting stuck in, really. Like, we've got a wee bit of work to do. We've got to try to get up to Master 5 today. That'll be certainly on the agenda. Got to start well, play well. We can. 14, 16, and 21. Synchro Control. 325 gems at the moment. We're sitting very nicely on them. Good. Let's see what we need to do in terms of our missions today, which is solo first. We'll get that done. By the time we get that done, we should have someone in chat. So let's have a bit of fun. Right, there's one done, 2 to go. Alright, last solo, and then we are into the ranked. Looking to get above 500 gems today. That'll be certainly a good milestone to be in, especially coming up to Worlds for the campaign. Well, like, want to get a few gems sort of banked up, I think. Obviously, it'll be tactical still, like we've targeted Exorcister, but I think we can sort of maybe sort of move to another pack now. Like, I can probably get Exorcister packs by doing probably a craft for it. Like, we could save up over the next wee while in theory and sort of just see what else we can get. Although I could keep investing in that pack and get a few other things. So we'll go here. Yeah, 8 days to go on the season. Like, if we hit Master tonight, would be very much on the agenda, and then try to boost up from there. There's still got an ample amount of gems sort of pick up from the season. Obviously, we got all Dice Rally done. Like, that event was super fun. Right, our first duel of the evening is hopefully a duel that we can just get ourselves into a good rhythm in. Hopefully go first, get ourselves a spot. Yeah, pretty good, Hidden White Dragon. Just sort of happy that the weekend's here and only got 2 days of work, 2 hours of work for the weekend, and then we're sort of relaxing. But yeah, big focus on just trying to climb a wee bit on ranked this weekend. That'll be the goal, that's for sure. Decent hand. Hopefully that stuff out. Haven't got the strongest of setups here, but we've got to have a bit of a game plan. person's going to be pretty happy with what I end up on because we're not in a good position. You've gone maxi now. Interesting. Okay, we'll go call buy on that. I don't really want you getting any more drawers. Get the other blue eyes from deck. We've got pretty much the drill beam that we're going to have to rely on quite a bit to a wee bit, but this is not a good... Not a way you want to end the board on, but Heretic Seal the Heavenly Spears is just going to have to do the job. We've got that face down, and that'll end our turn. Gonna be patient here. Castiera Unicorn. Okay. Yo, how's things, Silverwolf? Welcome in the stream. I'll give you a big shout out after the duel concludes. Magna Heart will lead us to something here, so we'll activate the effects. Yeah, good old Friday, finally, the best part of the week. Okay, we'll drill beam you straight away. They had another unicorn anyway, unbelievable. That's a wee bit unfortunate. Now they're going to go through their Castiera set, not Castiera setup, Fiendsmith setup. I think that was probably not a wise play for me. I should have been a bit more patient on that that particular drill beam. Utilized that a wee bit better. Alright, while we're waiting for the turn to conclude from them, we'll give a big shout out to Silverwolf Alpha. Yeah, we wanted to start the stream very strongly. It's going to be the polar opposite here, I think. Now they're going to have a board that I'm probably not going to be able to break. Yeah, I just shotgunner that. I'm got a bad habit of doing that every now and then, and it's not what we want to be. Not what we want to be doing anyway. We want to be sort of very clinical with our plays. No, I have a feeling today we have got the real potential getting to Master 5. Have they announced the next pack yet? Not yet, but we know Mimigol is in the next pack. I just don't know what the other stuff is. Well, if the leaks are right. I predict Ryziel to be in the next pack anyway. Like, that's going to be pretty much the shock that surprises everyone in the Cup. Because your World Qualifiers are pretty early next month. Actually a really good board, Magna Hunt. Could have probably just grabbed the Primite and just been done with it. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits. We're pretty cooked in this, so it's just the one little mistake I've made, I think. They still probably would have set up a pretty good board, but if we didn't shotgun, we would have had a better utilized drill beam. Okay, let's get Lordy loads. Gonna draw me for good measure. Okay, that doesn't worry me because I couldn't really do anything past that point anyway, so they can do what they need to. They are gonna win, but it's just a case of just getting missions sort of in that a bit closer. Yeah, hopefully everyone's had a good day. But yeah, the next pack, there'll be announcements and that probably next week. Another thing to note, there was the second edition of the Sky Striker anime today. It was shorter than the first, but I was like, I only watched about 45 seconds. Like, yeah, this is just so disappointing. Like, even the comments were saying that too, like how short it was. Like, you got 45 seconds building up, like, to the episode, then there's like only 2 minutes of animation. It's like, well, what's the point of animating it? I was like, yeah, that's where I just gave up. I didn't even watch the whole trailer. I was that sort of annoyed. But yeah, 3 minutes 59 was the first episode, and then 3 minutes 24 or something was the was the other one. But they've officially done with the Sky Striker stuff in 7 minutes. I don't think that tells a story. Like, people were that's what they were saying in the comments. Doesn't tell enough the story. I don't even know what Sky Strikers is based on what I had seen. Yeah, 3 minutes 24 the episode was today. I watched about 40 seconds of it and I was like, yeah, like this is just too short. With them having follow-up anyway, it's unlikely that play mistake would be determining the top, but little things like that you need to be mindful of. Oh yeah, absolutely. Some nights I just get it totally wrong. I just read the play wrong. I needed to wait till the effect activated before I drill beamed, and I just shotgunned it. At least I realized my mistake anyway. Like, it's not as though it was pointed out to me. It was a bad mistake. That is a comfortable win. And they've just sent away the second Spirit Dragon. Alright, let's see if we can get 4 wins off the bounce. We got the mission done there. We'll get the consistency in us. It's a lot of rewards here. This person was top 500s in the XC Cup. This is going to be a very hard match. So this person's obviously really, really decent. Got a decent enough hand. It's just whether or not we can get it off to a good start. So see what they do. You just scoop. You just scoop. Always accept the challenge. We'll go the Spirit of the Eyes of Blue. Yeah, do you just wait to see Fab statistics? Fab will be like #1 player in all the festivals. People will fear that name. I think it's best if we set up Heretic Seal again. They are pausing this time though, however. What you got in hand? You got Ash, okay. So that's going to force me to do Spirit Dragon. Ideally there I wanted to keep this in hand, but that is what it is. Over all the Blue Eyes players. Yeah, sometimes you just go through formats in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's pretty rough. Yeah, Heretic would have been a slightly better play. At least we got the Spirit Dragon anyway. Would have had the Effect Valor and Ash in hand if they didn't do that. So we're just going to be smart with our Ash too. Tachyon. Hit 7 Tachyon. I don't think I can take control of them. We have to drill beam. Can't afford to let them have control of our Mon. And if it's a water deck, they're going to be activating a lot of effects from plays. We're going to go here. Got the ultimate Spirit Dragon on field. The reason why we've done that, so I can combat a silly play potentially. But yeah, Exorcist are just dangerous as heck. That's kind of a pain, but yeah, it'd be good to see how Exorcist are play, because like I said, I will be playing this deck at some stage. This is probably going to be a situation where I'm going to have the Typhoon, potentially. But they have baited out all my other stuff, and they are in a decent enough position. But yeah, this is the difference between me and these good players at the moment. I've got to utilize some of my other plays a wee bit better. Like, we could have probably drill beamed and done a few other little things a wee bit better there, but I was kind of forced into that particular play. Now they're beautifully set up in the stall now. But yeah, the format, to be honest, does need a bit of a refresh anyway. Like, I think it's been pretty stale for a wee bit, just ever since Blue Eyes Diggin' introduced, I suppose, like, everyone sort of playing it. Like, it will probably be Duelist Cup where we see a wee bit of change. Obviously, they like to spring a surprise at this time of year. And did everyone see, like, I think it was in our Discord, like, there's the alternative arts for Branded getting released too? Man, Branded are going to be probably the most expensive deck in the game. If they just rarity bump all the other cards that they're going to make QR into that. So, more hunting for people. Yeah, so something to spend your gems on now. Branded alternative arts. Came at the right time, Pentagon. The right time for you. Take one card in the field. Opponents. Banishing probably Mausoleum of White. I would banish. Magnifica, that's going to attack twice. This could be over this turn. They just rip me apart with this play. Okay, I've only got that at the moment. Can I play around that? Nibiru. Okay, Nibiru's not that great. Banish the Primite. Okay. this game. Exorcist have played that pretty well, to be honest. I have got nothing. That's 2 losses to start off with. Well, my opening board was not too bad there. Like, Exorcister played that pretty well. Baited me out 7th Ascension, but that would have led to a big play as well. So they're going to add the Exorcist Spell Trap. The hand, they should just attack for lethal Exorcister packs. Kind of annoyed how I started the session, but at the same time, that was a lot better duel than the first anyway. Like, just got to build into the knight if we can. Sometimes you just have no answer for that, but yeah, good quality Exorcister player there. You had to take your hat off to them there. They played that pretty well. Yeah, obviously I was talking about the latest episode of the Card Chronicles. I'm not even going to talk about them too much on stream anymore. I think they're hugely disappointed. Hugely disappointing. They raised reasonable expectations, obviously, with the trailers and that in Master Duel. And then I just feel like they poorly let us down with that. Like, I can't believe how short the episodes are. Like, if you're going to have a short animation promo or anything, make them 8 to 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes is enough for some reasonable storytelling in that time. Yeah, branded alternative arts are pretty much something that I'm not going to be worried about. Yeah, they had the tools to force your interruptions there. Good play by the opponent. Yeah, just showed how well they did in that XE Cup when I saw that top 500 pop in the screen. Yeah, it's good to watch Exorcister in action as well, because that's a deck we're going to be playing in the duel rooms when I get them up and running again. This hand's not too bad. Playable. The eyes are blue. Scene. Mash that. Okay, that is fine. I can get somewhat of a setup here. Get that set. Oh, I should have probably went the other way. I've screwed that up. Never mind. That was meant to be raw and then raw into things. I'm just going to switch on a wee bit here. We've just made a bit of a patchy start, but that's how I duel some days. I just get things wrong. What are they playing? Agra Stars. Okay. That needed to be played the previous time. I needed to have at least Spirit Dragon on the field. Now I've just left myself pretty vulnerable. Funny thing is, it wouldn't have mattered. They had Dark Ruler no more. I might go have a drink very soon too, just if I just start playing a bit patchy, just to sort of get to that group. Because I'm going to be on a wee while today. I really want to climb. But we've got to play a lot better. Kaylin, good to see you in stream. Oh yeah, in that duel in particular, like, that's what I was really keen on. Luckily, Agra Sister hasn't really punished me there. Rabbit. Yeah, we're feeling not too bad, Caleb. We started pretty poorly in the duels, but that's just the way it is. We'll get there, you know. But yeah, I stay in most duels. Like, sometimes when I'm chatting to you guys, I try to observe but that's how I've gotten a little bit better over the last couple of months. Made in a white again. That's not a bad draw, actually. Throw my True Lights. Got made in a white. Okay, you're going to throw Majesty. Morale decided to do a firmware update, so I had to speedrun an outro and raid. Replay for Kill for Day. We'll get that replay up very shortly. So my thoughts on Aggro Stars. It's the first time I've built them. So I'll have a bit of assessment on them in a moment. They are going to win here because I've just made a complete blunder of that duel. Even that as well, okay. A very switch. So I don't know what I'm going to do straight away. And they are going to deal with me pretty quickly there. It's got a reasonable effect by the looks of that. Yep. Next still super important to really sort of hone in and focus on. We'll get into a groove. I usually have to switch off a wee bit more. But yeah, we've been outplayed in that one as well. Like, it didn't help when I didn't play the Roar. I was sort of one step ahead of myself. Trying to be a bit too smart for my own good without realizing the consequence of going for that trap before. But all in all, like, my main premise is always to have fun with what I am doing. So even if we do get things wrong, even if we de-ranked all the way back down to Diamond 5, as long as I'm having fun doing it. But yeah, didn't get too much of a preview on Aggro Stars there, but yeah, 0-3 to start the stream. I've won all the coin flips too, that is really bad. Probably in one of the duels we may have been able to put the opponent in an awkward position. But in saying that, you got to take your lessons in your stride. Like, it's just being positive and yeah, just giving ourselves just an opportunity. Like, I felt like one of the 3 duels we've set up pretty well, and then we've gone on to lose those duels. Oh, Melodious, cool for that, but a really cool choice. This is our space, Bysteel Rebellion activate. Now, I did need to pick up another Bysteel Rebellion too. Like, I was looking at King Marty's Dark Magician Primite, and he had 3 of those. I've only got 2 of them at the moment, but actually, we'll just have to naturally get them, I suppose, over time. But yeah, the event planned over the weekend, obviously the Mac Cup as well. Let people know the event's on. We'll aim to get around 16 again this week. Love to start sort of making the push to trying to get it up to 32 players again. We're just going to have to promote that pretty smartly and just really hone in on getting that pretty spot on. It's been a good competitive game, this one. It's been good to sort of watch both these duels go at it. Both these decks go at it, actually. Gonna see how truly good Melodious are here. That card's incredibly handy in this situation to banish quite a few things. Access code talker. And they've been bounced back and kill for Dave Winsey. Pretty good duel in the end. That was really entertaining. The time limit was up, but I think you would have won the following turn anyway. It just looked like Access was getting bounced back to the extra deck. But yeah, let's turn our focus back onto the duels. We are probably not going to win the coin flip here, so we're going to be really on our toes here, or else we are going to D-rank. I was expecting to lose this here, so we've just got to get a good hand, put this opponent under pressure. And yeah, if we do drop down to Diamond 2, it's just got to be clinical in Diamond 2 to get back up again. Nibiru in hand's useful. Effect Valor, which is for the Eyes of Blue. Got something to play with here anyway. What are we going up against? Grab Dural Beam. But the Acre Stars have got a bit of a different style to them by the looks of that. Like, I don't think they're the strongest deck going around, but it certainly looked like an interesting play. We will Effect Valor here. I think the play here is to stop them getting Mausoleum of White. So I'm gonna stop the Spirit. They negate that, well, it's just my unfortune, or just had to rely on Nibiru then. Red Eyes, okay, so it's Red Eyes promo. Hoping they get a wee bit greedy here. Like, if they get a wee bit greedy, I can Nibiru and then really sort of set the tone for this battle. Max Metamorph, okay. But yeah, those sort of decks like Agristar and like these sort of decks fascinate me, you know, like they're always going to be fun to sort of look at and watch. We will go Wishes. I'm going to send Blue Eyes away. I think Nibiru will still be handy in hand. You've Dural Beamed me there. Okay, so that is going to get banished. We're going to have to Maiden of White True Light set up. We have to go for Roar this time, so we can't make that mistake. Let's get our play on the board. What's the card face down? Do they have something in Ouse in hand? Maxi, okay. Maxi's a bit of a problem because we're just gifting him a few cards. We know Max Metamorph's down too for Red Eyes. Now I think the Nibiru keeping that in hand was absolutely the right move. Yo, Bullet with the raid of 110. Yo, Bullet, you must have been having a banger of a stream. How's things, my friend? Welcome in. Big shout out to Bullet. Last was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Hopefully the duels were going well. Let's go Livestock Dragon here. Really just thinking through my play here. I think Spirit will be the play. You bought the Trishula TTV Stragglers. I was watching Trishula play a little bit earlier with Punk Fiendsmith. It looked like it was going pretty well. Pretty cruisy climb up the ranks for I think there were 58 wins and 5 losses at one point. Go here. You're welcome in everyone to the stream. My name's Materan, stream Yu-Gi-Oh! Every day, and love meeting people all over the world. If you are new to the stream, don't forget the follow button, and also follow us in our Discord as well. Pretty chill stream, just did a little more of the Dice Fair mod to finish up, but I'm still a ball behind the event, so boring. Yep, that is useful. Just in a position where we're going to lose our first 4 duels of the stream. It's going to be an unfortunate D rank, but yeah, we've felt I've missed a few opportunities here. We have to activate on that. The Primod Dragon. Just so it makes it a bit harder to get the Drill Beam. The deck I'm playing in the event so boring. I honestly don't know what to play for it. I played Prankids for it. I had a grand old time playing that. That's... Oh, it's just the way it is, you know? Like, I deserve probably to go down in rank. Just with what we've done so far, to be honest. We're in big trouble here. But yeah, we just had a few duels where I made a wrong judgment call, and I shotgunned a wee bit too early in another duel. We deserve our rank down, but I have utmost confidence we'll be able to get back up pretty quickly. We play well enough to sort of hover around here at the moment. Really bad too. Yeah, it happens. Like with Blue Eyes, we've been out and out countered there. Show somewhat of fight at the very least. Yeah, and the Dice Rally event, just looking back on it, I think it's been one of their better events. I felt with Prankids, I think I won 28 duels and lost 23 or something like that. So it was a pretty good event in terms of how that went for that deck. Yeah, credit too. This person set up a decent enough first turn board, and I've put myself in a position where I just not quite have the hand to counter. Much plan for your weekend, Bullet? watching ourselves slowly go down a rank. Like, we're only 2 wins away from Stick yesterday, but not meant to be. Turn change, draw phase. Drill beam was down. But there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do to stop that, unfortunately. I hope they get greedy and sort of make mistakes. Fiver's looking away as we speak. Yeah, he's just turning a blind eye. Probably turned a blind eye the last sort of 40 minutes that I've built, actually, to be honest. Yo, how's things, Shrub? Good to see you on stream. Maybe Shrub brings all our luck. But to sum it up, Shrub, I've played 4 duels and I've won 0, and I'm about to D-rank, so... 2 of the duels have been my own fault. The 2 other duels, people just had the answer. So there's not really much I can do on those ones, but surely we need our first win at some point of this stream. More importantly, it's just getting back to Diamond 1 if we can. Like, if we can work our way back to the air and then give ourselves a shot at getting to Master again this season for the first time in like 3 and a bit months. Alright, you're struggling in Plat right now. Did you see the new Chronicle Shrub? I didn't even watch all of it. I was just that sort of brassed off about it. As I'll put it bluntly. Like, it was only 3 minutes and 24 shorter than the first episode. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this. I just gave up watching it. Yeah, I'm not too happy with how I played the first wee bit. I'll say Spirit locks them into Dragonite, so if kept that on the field, they wouldn't have been able to summon off Max More, but realistically, I'd seen the opponents, I feel like they needed to play into Niv for you to get in the winning position. That's what I was hoping they'd play into, the Nibiru. Seeking again. Could be just one of those nights. I have some of these nights where I'm just completely off. Or the new episode was a letdown, but I'm really super disappointed in the whole thing in general, so I'm not trying to give it views. Yeah, I just may not even watch it now. Like, it was just that disappointing. I feel like just putting in a comment in the video anyway and say, hey, like these card chronicles were built up, massive hype, and just a massive letdown. I'm gonna have to Dominus Purge the Spirit. It'll get enough views anyway. People are always interested in that sort of stuff, and then complain about it, and then they'll just keep doing it. A month for 4 minutes is just so sad. Yeah, the sad thing was it wasn't even. It was barely 3 minutes this time. So you'd be watching a 45 second preview and then a 20-second like anime episode, and that'll be about it. Had to stop Mausoleum there. Couple cool buys. Had to be careful because this is a mirror. The eyes are blue. Okay, you've activated your drill beam. Okay. A wee bit of hope there, because I'm going to go Sage. Sage now, and then try to summon Maiden of White. Not summon Maiden of White, use Maiden of White's effect. Well, they had a lot of answers in this one so far. That is what it is. Yeah, but we'll do Bullet. We will try our best to actually win some duels. Switch ahead world building and set it to cinematic clips of what's happening on the cards, like our engage and where's the cards of the manga. Exactly. It's just got no meat and bones to it. That's why I'm not enjoying it at the moment. Back, I think. Wishes. Gotta go Tyrant Dragon here. Finally, we got the win. We deserved that. We played that pretty well. Finally, we're on the board. Just turn that into a positive. Like, look at that result there and sort of build on it. Just looking at all their achievements. But yeah, if you were delivering on Card Chronicles, you gotta do world building. Like, if you want to put Yu-Gi-Oh in a good light, like, you've got to tell the story properly. Like, for a person looking outside of Yu-Gi-Oh and looking at that anime for 2 episodes, what have they learned about Sky Strikers? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, they just know about 2 characters, and that's about it. It's so bad. Gonna have to back the Effect Valor and Ash. But yeah, like, for me today, I didn't even watch all 3 minutes and 24. It's just so bad. Couplet. To work out what we hit against these decks here, but I'm going to hold on to Ash anyway. But yeah, if I was telling that story, I'd have 8 to 10 minute episodes. I would have had a bit longer in the Sky Striker one. I would have probably animated that for maybe 3-4 episodes tops. This is where we'll have to hit. We will Effect Valor at the Barsha so they don't get this monster from the deck. Oh, that's going to resolve. I think that was the right play hitting Barsha there because it would have built them up. Now they're going Gravity Controller, okay. It's fine. For another card for Concerto. Gonna let them do that. I think the Ash is important to have in hand here. If we can sort of navigate and negate another monster. That's not a good board for them. I'm pretty happy with that. Ominous Purge is not bad. I think the play, though, is to probably get rid of Dominus. Right, grab Maiden. Gotta set up our big board. Gotta get greedy here. Max C, well, we'll Ash the Max C. We'll counteract that as well, so that is fine. This is much better dueling. Where was this 20-30 minutes ago for myself? Much better dueling. Got something in their hand. Okay, they are going to negate the activation. So we're going to be brave enough to play here. We've got to take the game on. Yo, how's things are, Badass? Welcome in. I told you Shrub's a good luck charm. To everyone in stream, we're starting to play a lot better. Wishes. No, don't screw this up. Gonna be super aggressive here. Can't be afraid of the Max C challenge. So simply put, I am gonna set up my best board. Hope it's enough. We have to go defensively there. We have to get Effect Fellow. Yo, another ending tonight for Silent Hill. Must be nearly complete. I've just gone Lightstorm Dragon. I just lost my concentration at the wrong time. That is really bad. Going a bit too fast. I'm just having one of those nights where it's just not completely the plan. Yeah, pretty much that was just another silly mistake. I was just sort of too focused on chat and I just clicked what I thought was the play. And I can't destroy that anyway. It's gonna be game. And so annoyed. So annoyed. I've got standards here, and like I said, that would have been a play into the Stardust and the thing. I just was too quick again with the clicks. But yeah, my first stall's usually on stream. But like I said, I'd rather have the conversation and duel away anyway. Like, we've made another blunder there. Probably ended up losing the pretty badly. I'm so annoyed with that. Dolphin Dude can have that win. That is so annoying. That's a really bad play. But yeah, I just get straight into the dueling. Straight into the dueling. I know better too. I've made, in the 5 duels, I've made 3 very bad stuff-ups. We just can't do that. I'm losing a few coin flips as well. Could be a bit more positive. Like, the first part of that duel was good too. Like, we negated well. We pretty much picked the moments out. But yeah, that is not what I want to be doing. Making a silly mistake into Lightstorm Dragon. It was just not the play. But yeah, I just have nights like this sometimes where just everything goes wrong. Wouldn't surprise me if I drop down to like Diamond 3 or Diamond 4 tonight, but I've just got to have some of these sessions anyway. Way how it is, Runic. Hey, Runic's a bit of a problem. Can we drill beam the play here? Runic Fountain. Done with Primarch Lordy Lord as well. I'm not giving you any more drawers. But yeah, my warm-up's basically on stream. Like, if I get things wrong, I get things wrong. Like I said, I'm not discouraged or anything. Like, I know better, and like I said, if we can just take it a duel at a time now would be key for us. Like, just get some wins under our belt tonight, and just try to consolidate. At least I can't. Okay, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons is not bad. think I have to go Sage. Sage and a Maiden. You're kidding me. You took away my Ash. I really needed Ash too, so they're going to draw 3 cards now. So unlucky. That's just a sign that it's just not my night tonight, but I can't complain. Can't complain. I made it my own doing. Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Ruby. We're going to be aggressive here, so we've got to make the play, so we'll go Spirit Dragon. How long do you reckon it will take to get 11 achievements in the game, Badass, for Silent Hill? So determined to turn this round, eh? Like, the first hour is just forgettable first hour, but this next hour is going to be a good one, I feel it. Few days of game time. Well, what's going to be your go-to game after that? Like after completing Silent Hill? Good to see you, KCS, in stream. Hold out with the big Stardust and the big Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit. We'll go here. I did in a potential Impermo, even though I don't think they'll be playing that. So Cool by the Graves are pretty useless now. Like, obviously, like, you need cards going in the graveyard for that to work. Also, almost at your first cash out on Twitch, which is amazing. Be pretty happy with that. But just been outdone again. Just unbelievable. It's like we're going to be 1-6 for the event, not for the event, for the stream tonight. 2-dimensional fishers. Yeah, but congrats, badass. Like, you worked hard for that. Like first to many paychecks. Be a millionaire in no time. The loss, sadly, there is nothing we can do there again. Rivalry of the Warlords. Rivalry. So that's another defeat. Nothing we can do on that one. But yeah, like that. That's reflection of how rough the games have been today. We're 1-6 with one duel all day. It hasn't been a good day here so far. Gardening Stool. Just not my night tonight. It really isn't. This really isn't. They had the answer for that. That's going to be almost a decent board. And have to purge it probably at the right time just to try and hurt them. I can probably think of purging probably the Spirit if they play that. trying to build up a bit of a play here somehow. Like, I was not expecting Solemn to be played anyways. Right. Gotta grab wishes in this situation. Just the nature of the game. Just the nature of the game. There's not a lot you can do. Sometimes just the game is just not yours to be messing with today. I have streams like this. I just have streams where I just can't mount the wins. Like, in some of the situations that I've had today, people have just had the outs, and that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Sometimes I've got the outs, or sometimes I get on a really good roll. It just ebbs and flows. Like, you can't get bogged down by this. Like, there's always the next duel, you know, like, to sort of press on. It's just another win for Gaga. As mentioned, I had a feeling I was going to, since I dropped down once today, I was going to drop down again. It could easily happen. But yeah, this person's done enough to win. I think that's Solemn set again, ain't it? So they'll draw another card. Probably out of the just reviewing the duels so far, probably out of the first 7 duels, I've probably played good in probably three of them. Did a couple mistakes in the other duels, but in saying that, like, probably like the majority of the duels, people have had the outs or the plays to out what I've had. Even in the hands I stuffed on, I didn't have the best hands to end on, but I could have ended up on a slightly better board. Oh well. There's always the next duel. Like, you never know. Like I've also had streams where I've had starts similar to this, and then I win a whole lot in a row. Next duel's a rank down match again. Imagine if I go down from Diamond 1 to Diamond 3 in one stream. That'll be kind of gut-wrenching. I'll let them get their win. They can combo off there. Right, we'll just soldier on to the next duel. 1 and 7, man. I haven't had a session like this for a while. It just puts things into reality. You've just got to be a bit more clinical. So this person's trying to rank up. I'm working my way downwards at the moment. We've lost another coin flip. Alright, give me a good go second hand. Let's rebuild after our very poor start here. Card deck. Centurion, okay. These drill beams kind of in hand. We can use Bisteel Magna Huts here as well. Primera. No, you're not getting that. Not getting that. I will combat you, Baldrake. Right, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to get the second duel. Well, second win today. Mausoleum White. It's not the greatest of drawers, but it's very Primite here. You believe, Hidden White Dragon? I believe as well. I'm gonna force that play out. Swarm, okay. We'll drill beam. Okay. I think we keep Blue Eyes in hand on field here because I think that Baldrake is a bit of a threat to us here by sort of banishing another Blue Eyes. We can't really afford that at the moment, so I've got to keep that on field. Gonna play this pretty smartly. Force them to, if they want to get that on the field, banishing one of their Centurion monsters. This is a gamble, but I think this is the play. I think we need to stop that. think Centurion's gonna overwhelm my board here. Yep, we're gonna get overwhelmed. I thought our plays were quite decent there, just to try and disrupt that board too. Like they just had enough buy-still stuff in the hand that I didn't really want Blue Eyes to get banished. I want at least one to sort of keep bringing back with True Light. That's the real gut-wrenching thing about this play. Like, they are going to now Synchro Summon using the effect. And I had to Drill Beam Durossarum as well, because we sent that to the graveyard. Obviously, they'd take one of our cards to the graveyard with them effectively. Yeah, Shrub's favorite, alright? Like, got an opportunity still in the stall. Like, we are pressing hard. Thick Fella is not the draw we wanted, but same. It will be effect here. I think I had put Wisely down as Majesty of the White Dragons. I'm waiting for them to activate there. Yeah, I think we still had to drill Bulldrake. I think we had to gamble on that still. I think that was a reasonable play. And it was the same with Drill Beaming the Durossarum. I just simply felt I had to, just because of the effect that they have. Especially with how Centurion can just be tributed off and then they just get rid of the monster basically for nothing. Bring Drill Beam back. And... my effect first, though, before you get the Primera. Right, just got to continue to try and soldier on this fight. we're probably looking at going for Spirit Dragon, then Spirit Dragon into Ultimate Dragon, potentially. I might keep that there. Keep that in play. Got the effect valor to combat whatever they sort of try to build up again the next turn. I'm going to have to try and definitely Drill Beam this. That's the equation. Field. Let's slow down their play. Just got to show some bit of fight and resolve in this. Even if we lose again, it's just like we are starting to play a little bit better now. Let's put up a good fight in this duel. We are probably going to D-rank, but we are going to have to be optimistic about the weekend. I'm still aiming to get the Master. I believe we will get the Master with this build. That should go into another level 12. Close Heaven, they're going to go Fiendsmith package. They are going into their Fiendsmith engine. Now we just simply probably lose from here. Yeah, stream hasn't been too bad, Jack. We've won one duel in 8 games, though. We've just hasn't run our way effectively. How's things with you, though? Sometimes you just have nights like this. I've had a really off night, like as to be expected from time to time. Can't have it all your own way. Like we've had some pretty good nights with Blue Eyes, but yeah, tonight just hasn't been one of them. In fact, this is us ranking to Diamond 3. Monday, okay. Building up for being finished off. I was going to say they have 2 tuners, meaning no synchro line, but they pulled a Demon Smith out of their head and probably just win now. And that's the thing with engines, right? Like, they could just... They built up the Centurion so nicely, but they can just flick to that package straight away, and then knowing they can get to a board like this is just crazy to me. But yeah, that's game. So they'll get the other unequipped, I believe, to that. And yeah, just the way it is. I just haven't had any flow or anything today. We've got the missions done, but yeah, that 9 duels, 1 win, 8 losses. We're not a player that normally has that, but yeah, it's been pretty sad really, and we won a duel going second. I've lost 6 coin flips though, admittedly as well, and 2 of the games in when we went first, we only ended up on Heretic. Now we've got to work our way back up. I'm probably going to call it a stream there, to be honest, as well. Like, sometimes you just got to know when to pull behind. We are pretty resilient, but yeah, I've just got to know sometimes it's just not my night. We made a couple mistakes early on. We didn't play too badly in some of those duels there, but we'll be back stronger than ever tomorrow. Like, there's always another day where we can duel. We will send a raid off. Who is online at the moment? We are going to raid... we'll raid today, Kevin Too Hard. So Kevin will get a raid. Yeah, no, you can't worry about that. Like, I'm not worried about it. It's just a game at the end of the day. Like, you have your good and bad days. I'm not gonna be too cut up about it. But yeah, we'll give Kevin Too Hard a bit of a raid. Kevin's in the stream every so often, but we'll give a big raid there. Make sure you make yourself known there. Thank you to Jack coming in late in the stream. Thank you to everyone that had a wee convo for the 90 minutes for We'll catch everyone later.